Hello guys, this is day 3 and today we are going to see uh, another set of things. Let's try to understand all the things. Come on. Okay guys, come on. And today I'm going to practice with train and test. So I have so many doubts. What is train? What is train and test? In machine learning, train and test are two parts of a data set. Train data used for learning. Okay, test data is for checking how well the model learned. Okay. Size 1000. Suppose you have data house price. Size 1000. Bedroom 2. Price 20 lakhs. 15,000. Okay. You give most of the data to the model for learning pattern. The part is called training data. The model learns things like bigger houses usually cost more. After learning, you give new unseen data. Size and bedroom is going to predict price. Okay. Now the model predict the price. This checking phase uses test data. Simple real life. Imagine preparing for an exam, reading books, practicing problems equal to training. Fine. Writing the actual exam equal to testing, which is very nice. If a student memorizes only practice question but fails in the exam, learning was poor, which is very good understanding of train and test. Now I have understood what is train and what is test. Okay, now another question is that why we need to separate train and test. That is very important question. If you test using the same data, the model already saw. It may simply memorize the answer. Yeah, that's correct. It's simply memorize it. Even we too do the same thing. Then it looks very accurate, but fails on real world new data. That is 100% correct. It will fail. It will fail. So we keep train set for learning, test set for evaluation. Okay. But here another thing is common split. Usually 80% of train, 40% of test. But here I have another doubt. What is X train, X test, Y train, Y test? X is equal to training inputs, Y train equal to training outputs, X test. But here in my code, I don't have a Y test. Y. See, here I don't have Y underscore test. In your case, you may not have Y test because your test data probably does not contain the target column. Where you want prediction. In every wait, before there was given some coding here. Do this. If you have one data set, split it into train test. For case one, why I need y underscore test. You need y test in case one because it contains the correct answer. Use it to check whether the model predicted properly. This think like an exam. Answer key. Without the answer key, you cannot know the whether prediction are correct. Learn from input, learn correct output, unseen input, actual answer for evaluation, mainly for checking accuracy. But when we should not use y test, you should not use when the actual output values are unavailable. Competition, real world prediction, predicting future sales, stock price, tomorrow weather, you only know input, not actual future answer yet. Okay, then how do I know it is correct? Guys, you are giving feedback, then how do I know it is correct? If there is no way test, you cannot directly know whether predictions are correct immediately. That is why before using the final test data set, we usually create our own validation testing step from training data. For example, in your store sales data, X train data drop, Y train data sales, X train, Y train test split. Okay, now X train learning, uh, checking accuracy. After model looks good, which means this is correct, or I need to include Y test also for final prediction stage of the rose man. So this part is fine, but if you want to check whether your model performs well before final prediction, then you should create a validation split, which means this is for final answer. And many gather competitions, which is fine. Let me run this. Wait a minute. Uh, Wait a minute. What it is doing here? Train, train, Renault. Let me see now how long it performs. Here I have missed one thing, which is import. I have missed this import statement that creates the problem. Now let's see, wait, what's going to happen. X test is not defined here. That's fine. Now it's working well. What I did, seriously, I don't understand what I did here now. For training, I'm just getting the data. So for Final step, what to include. And give me that code only. See, I don't understand what I am doing here. No. Only that line code. See, look, in this, wait a minute. This code is doing accuracy validation. If I need the final prediction, what to include with this? Final model equal to train and full training data. Okay, can you explain me line by line imports train test split? So from SK learn the model selection. From SK learn the model selection. From SK learn the model selection import train test split. From SK learn the model selection import train test split. Okay, guys, I have studied this one. This is used to divide data, and this is like a package, I think, Python package. Next one is ensemble. It's for random forest regression model. Where is it, guys? Here it comes linear model. Here comes random forest, but I have linear regression. Model selection. Okay, I'm going to do train test. I know that import pandas. Here, sales are great input features. I'm going to create input features, but here sales target column, they do not use it directly. Remaining columns become input. We are going to remove sales and date. Other than that, we keep going to keep everything. Remaining columns become input. Store, promo, customers. Okay, axis one means column operation. Train data equal to sales. Here it needs to include sales when it creates target output column. Y contains actual sales value. This is what the model learns to predict. Train validation. X train X val, Y train Y val. The train test split, Y test size 0.2, random state 40 to 80% of training, 20% of validation. Fine. Random state means for random state. What is random state? Goes to validation. Okay, 20% of goes to validation. Keep split consistent every run. Random state, test size, what is test underscore size, random state. Okay, from sklearn dot model selection input train underscore test underscore splitter x train x x train அடுத்து train underscore test underscore split x comma y comma test underscore size is 0.2 and random state 42, which means it will split equally for each run. E- Split each run. Fine. Next, model dot fit x train y train. train, train. Now let's see why. Explain, train, train, train. It's also train. Okay. Now I have learned something related to train and test. Then what is this two line if date remains in test data, error can occur because column structure differs. X equal to x test dot reindex column equal to x train dot column. This line make test column exactly match training column. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let me try to do the same code without any error. From model selection, import train underscore test underscore split. Okay, here x underscore train equal to train data. I need to remove date column and sales column, sales column, and axis equal to 1. I need to open the parenthesis here, so it's worked well. Next, y underscore train equal to train data star. I think I don't need to do anything here. Simply add what sales. That's it. Now I need to do x train, comma x val, comma y train, comma y val. Train underscore test underscore split. Here I need to use the two things is x underscore train, comma y underscore train, comma test size 0.2 and random state 42. Okay, it's working well. Now I need next, guys. What should I need to do now for this model selection, model prediction? Now I have understand the train test script. If I simply want to use, but still in this phase, I have so many doubts that to be honest, I can say that I was not very confident with, like if anybody came and give me some data, I cannot guarantee say that I can able to do that without using GPT or Gemini. Is anybody watching this one? Then kindly tell me, you guys really do all the stuff without using AI? If so, then how did you prepare? What kind of things that you do to manage all those stuff and give me some ideas so that I can improve myself and I can also able to give some beautiful pictures on the coming section. Okay, right now I have today I learned these two things. Next, what I'm going to do is let me give what is this? What is this? Okay. Let me check the sales value. Uh, so many zero values. Oh my God. It's okay. It's okay. I cannot do anything. Some value is 104 and some is 17. Is this is correct? How do I know how much my value is correct? How do I know how much my value? Because the value like one of can be correct depending on the stock or like the model is estimating sales based on patterns it learned. The important how do I know whether the predictions are actually good? You cannot know from the prediction numbers alone. You must evaluate using okay. Hmm. Now when it comes to metrics, let me run this one. Let's try once again. Your val credit thread is not available. It's not val. Instead, it is prediction only. Predictions. It is 987.313. Is this correct? 7 can be reasonable for the rows we are using a basic model, minimal feature engineering, no hyperparameter tuning. It means on average your prediction differ from sales actual sales by actual line selling. Is it good or bad? Depends on the scale of sales. It stores sale around 10,000 daily, end of it's roughly 10%. That is not terrible for an initial model. MAE very high weak model, moderate, acceptable starting point. How do I know my MA is correct? Each project differ. How to identify that? Excellent one project may be terrible in another. MAE alone has no meaning. You must compare it with average target value. Suppose house price is around 5 lakhs, sorry, 50 lakhs. MAE is around 10,000. That is very good. It is tiny compared to 50 lakhs. Example 2, E20, that is poor. Average mistake 20 marks follow. Range hundreds, sometimes 20,000. Yes. It's not shocking. Best practical method, check average sales. Why do it mean? Suppose output. Now compare error percentage. So now you understand model is off by 17 percentage on. That gives meaning to MAE. Another useful method, compare multiple model. Linear regression, random forest, XGBoost, lower MAE is better. Even if you don't know perfect MAE, comparison helps. This is oh my god. What change to make to random forest? Here comes the random forest. Let me check. Let's wait. Let's wait. I don't know why my model is taking this much time. Guys, it's running for around 1 minute. I don't know why it was taking such a long time. May mostly same. Okay, just model dot sklearn dot ensemble. Previous sklearn dot linear model is it is running for more than 1 minute. Is that is normal for random, especially on larger data like I should say the linear regression because it builds many decision trees, 100 trees that can take time. An estimated 20 random state 42 n jobs 1 parameter uses only 20 trees instead of 100 faster training. Speed up. How long it will take? Okay, it says it takes around 1 to 5 minutes. Let me wait for it. Why don't it use GPU? CPU, not the GPU. That is why training can feel slow. Why CPU instead of can design mostly for traditional machine learning. And the random forest does normally run on CPU. CPUs are better for deep learning, neural networks, matrix heavy computations. Fine. And I can't do anything. I need to wait. Uh, I said, I have to know whether my model is correct. Okay, it's fine. It takes around 5 minutes, 27 seconds. This is for random forest. Oh, linear, sorry, which is correct. It's better, result is better. Low AMA, better prediction, so and perform much better on your data set. Average prediction mistake about 987 says, average prediction mistake about 470 says. has complex patterns, promotions, holidays, store behavior. Guys, to be honest with you, till now I was not getting deeper into this concept. I was just on the top of it. But nowadays I'm getting some basic understanding of what to do and what not to do. Can happen if store closed, low predicted sales. But wait, the output will be the same order or what? Then how linear regression for first one will give more sale value and random forest will give uh, zero. So the same row can produce different prediction from linear regression. For one store day open zero, okay. It tries to fit a mathematical line. It often cannot produce exact zero properly. So when store exclusive must predict small positive values like okay. From many trees, can I increase the tree An estimator, an estimator 100. Now let's see. Bring up the map. Just have it as a map. That has map. Yeah, man. It's like calculations. I mean, just this they it is fast. Half of my more updated than traditionally for tablet data like speed, performance. This is why it is heavily used in Kaggle comparison industry, ML project, where it feels faster. Build many full independent arrays, build tree sequence optimized into C++. Okay, so may random. So me random force is useless. Each model has strengths and weaknesses, but for structure traveling extremely strong. I understand something a bit. So guys, today I see these things and we're going to repeat the same thing again and again for till this thing to be prepared with this data set.